We're here to, well, dig into sources and pull out those key nuggets of insight for you.
And today we're looking at Martin Scorsese's Hugo, or the invention of Hugo Cabret, depending on where you saw it.
Right. And this film, it's really more than just a charming story, isn't it? It feels like this a deep appreciation for cinema's beginnings.
Absolutely. It's like a love letter, but wrapped in this amazing mechanical world. And it explores memory, imagination.
Especially for anyone interested in, how machines and stories intersect. That's kind of our focus today.
Exactly. We want to unpack a few things. The Automaton, for instance, as this really complex character.
And Georges Méliès, the filmmaker at the center of it all. His legacy.
Yeah, and how themes like time, repair, and even childhood wonder all kind of mesh together through this clockwork world Scorsese creates.
Okay, so let's start with that automaton. It's not just a prop, is it? It feels central.
Oh, definitely. It's far more than just, a broken toy. It's silent, yeah, but it's loaded with meaning. It holds the key.
For Hugo, it's clearly this link to his dad, right?
Yeah.
A hope for some kind of message.
Exactly. And for Isabel, his friend, it's like a doorway to adventure, something unknown.
And then for Méliès himself, it's this echo of his past, something he thought was gone forever.
It's fascinating how this mechanical object becomes this channel for so much emotion and history.
Scorsese apparently used, over 500 moving parts in the actual prop?
Yeah, something like that. It shows how much he saw it as a character, a piece of engineering that mattered in itself.
It really works as a metaphor for cinema too, doesn't it? This machine that looks lifeless.
Until you activate it. And then it creates life, restores memory, brings dreams back.
And for sci-fi fans, the connection is so direct. The Automaton draws that scene from Méliès, A Trip to the Moon.
Right, which is like ground zero for cinematic special effects and imagining other worlds. It ties it all back to those very first speculative visions on film.
Which brings us perfectly to Georges Méliès himself, this sort of forgotten genius.
He really was an illusionist who just got what film could be almost immediately.
That it wasn't just about recording reality.
Exactly. It could be magic. It could be dreams made visible, these fantastic journeys. He saw that potential when few others did.
He basically laid the groundwork for, so much of the fantasy and sci-fi spectacle we love today.
He absolutely did. And yet the tragedy is he was largely forgotten, ended up selling toys in a train station.
And the film, through Hugo's quest, essentially rescues him from obscurity. Hugo becomes this accidental historian.
Yeah, the guardian of Méliès' memory. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? About recognizing those pioneers, the ones who dared to imagine differently.
That scene where they find his old studio, clearing it out.
Oh, yeah. It always hits me. It's like finding, an old box of family photos or something. Suddenly all these forgotten stories just rush back.
Scorsese really taps into that feeling, that power of rediscovery.
He does. It connects personal memory with this larger cinematic history so well.
So the film paints this beautiful picture of cinema, and maybe memory too, as a kind of repair mechanism, putting things back together.
Right. That theme of repair is woven all through it. Hugo fixing the station clocks, like he's trying to keep time itself in order.
Which feels symbolic, doesn't it? About how fragile memory is, how the past keeps intruding.
Definitely. And the whole story is basically an act of repair. Hugo fixes the automaton.
Which leads to fixing the absence of his father, in a way.
And ultimately, restoring Méliès' dignity, his place in history. Scorsese seems to be saying cinema itself is that kind of machine.
A machine that restores what was lost. Fights against oblivion.
Precisely. It brings back the luster, and that idea of repair, of piecing together broken parts to find a lost purpose, that resonates with sci-fi too, I think.
Like rebuilding after disaster or rediscovering lost tech.
Exactly. Finding ways to rebuild or reimagine the future from the fragments of the past.
But you mentioned earlier that memory, and maybe film too, can sometimes distort things. Does Hugo grapple with that?
It acknowledges the fragility, yeah, that history isn't always straightforward. But its main focus is really on the act of rediscovery, the positive power of bringing things back to light.
And it seems like childhood wonder is the key ingredient. Hugo and Isabel's belief is what drives it.
Absolutely. Their unwavering belief, their sense of awe, that's the spark. Just like early cinema captivated audiences with that same kind of wide-eyed wonder.
It's their energy that really ignites the whole process of repair and rediscovery for Méliès.
And it culminates, of course, in showing Méliès films again. revealing cinema as this ultimate dream machine.
Turning mechanics into poetry.
Yeah, turning the forgotten into the present, making the impossible seem real right there on the screen.
So at the end of the day, Hugo is this really beautiful deep dive into connection.
Connection through objects, through images, through stories, how they link us to who we were, what we've loved.
That automaton. It's
Yeah.
not just a character, it's like the mechanical heart of cinema itself.
Right. Beating to that rhythm of trying to repair time, hold back oblivion, breathe life into the inanimate. That's what film does, isn't it?
Is a powerful idea.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our final thought for you, the listener.
We want to invite you to join the debate. Think about this. What things in your own memory, maybe mechanical wonders, maybe forgotten films or stories, even early sci-fi visions,
What functions like a silent automaton for you? Something that when you revisit it, when it gets activated,
it reignites your own ability to dream, maybe even helps you reshape your own reality a little.
we genuinely love to hear your thoughts on that connection after this discussion.